Hello everyone, this is the Paper Princess and I have a new book out. I'm using graphic 45 paper. It's called Fairy Wings. This is a 9.5 by 8.5 book with a 4-inch spine, nice and deep. The idea here was to get as many pictures. You want to actually put pictures in these albums. I know it's hard sometimes to cover up such pretty paper, but I made this with the idea that you don't have to cover up some of the pretty papers, but yet there's plenty of space for you to put pictures and still have beautiful paper to look at. And this book, the paper just makes me happy. It's happy paper. So let's dig in. At the end of the video, I will show you all the supplies that you need if you decide to make it. So here we go. The inside pocket is nice and deep, so I can put these, I made a couple of these out of the ephemera cards, and you could put many more things. You can put brochures of places you've been or anything. So I like to have pockets on the inside. And the first page, like the cover, we've got this beautiful fairy sitting here, and I cut out around her wing. So this flap, I just think that's beautiful. So I'm not going to cover this, but there are plenty of spaces here for you to put pictures. And there's a pocket in here, and I have these little booklets I made out of the ephemera cards, and one ephemera card I put here, and then I just put a paper down here so this part sticks out. So I do these usually at the end. And the pullout is the other half of this paper where it says Fairy Wings. Okay, page 2, I have a pocket here, and this is a pullout where you can put lots of pictures again. So this pocket is underneath here, and you use that to lift it over. So here's the pocket right here. There's a little pocket here. I have one of the ephemera cards again. Love this paper. I love the bubble paper the best. It's so cute. So there's that. Your pack also comes with a couple of sticker sheets, so you could put stickers wherever you feel. On this, I have this paper on the other side of the pullout. Okay, page 3. I have a flap here, and I just put this on top of that. So you can put a picture underneath here, and that's just cute. And that flap opens up. Got this beautiful paper with the fairy sitting there again. There's 2 doors here, and they're closed by magnets, but I also took one of the small ephemera cards and put a magnet here, so this also can keep these closed. So if you're conserving magnets, you can use this as your magnet. So you open these doors. Got another pocket here. And these little photo mats are easy to make with leftover paper. Okay, so let's put this back like that. And it's cute. So, and my pullout is the bubbles with the fairies on them. Okay, page 4, I have a little flap here which opens, and there's a little pocket here. So a little booklet with the yellow, brought the yellow in, and this is just a sticker. So I put the sticker on black paper and cut it out, so it's now pull tab. And you can do that on some of your other cards that are in pockets too. I just did it on this one to show you. And the pullout is the yellow with dreams, wish. It has the words written there. Okay, so page 5, also yellow. I kind of wanted these two to go with each other. There's a top and bottom flap, and I put one of the small ephemera cards on top of the top flap. And here's a pocket here. This is the reverse side of one of the ephemera cards. You can journal here. It's always nice to leave some space for journaling. You can also put things on these pockets if you want. I left that open for your imagination, but you will have plenty of stickers left over. And the pullout is the yellow fairies, like on the other page. Try to tie them in. Okay, so now we're on page 6. And I've got a small ephemera card holding these 2 flaps. And that's on top of this flap. And this is the other side of that cover paper. So really cute. And I just took some bubbles that were on, it was on one of these pages, and just cut them out. So if you see things like that and you want a fussy cut, you can sprinkle them through the book. Ephemera card. There's a little, just a photo mat. And this was a leftover piece from probably this paper right here. So I just put it across the top and put a leftover piece that I didn't use down here. And voila, you have a very nice photo mat. And this sticks out so you can see her. So I just love that. The pullout has the fairy paper because it coordinates. Put this back. Okay, so page 7. This one is interactive. So this flap comes out. So you got plenty of space here to put pictures. And then that holds this in. This was in the pocket like that. And that's from the cover sheet that was left over. So your pack also comes with 1 sheet of this vanilla paper that you can use for journaling. You know, so I may journal in this notebook. So then these 2 doors, I'm going to put ribbon here. I just don't have the color I wanted, and I'm not quite out in stores yet because of the shutdowns. So I am going to put a ribbon here to tie these together. And here's a photo mat. Again, I took a little piece that was left over, and see how it just makes, that's all it takes is just putting another scrap paper here. You got a nice photo mat. So close that. This goes in here, and then this goes on top and folds over. The photo, the mat insert here has this same pink bubbly paper. I love it. This is for the other side, which I'll show you. So our last page, I love this paper. So I have this, and it also comes out. So just the side version of the other page. And this opens, this flap. This little fairy was extra, so I cut her out and put her there. There's a photo mat. And another booklet. Love that, it's so pretty. So there we go. And I'll put this back in the side pocket. There, and there's the purple paper. The inside back cover pocket, I've got another one of these nice big tall books. More journaling space, and here's a photo mat. On the other side, I put one of the ephemera cards. You can do that as well on some of the other photo mats. Just see what pictures you have, see what goes. I saved what I had left over, and I may put them in here as I put pictures in. So that's the book. Let's show you the front cover. The front cover uses, this is the main paper. And what I did is the cover sheet of your collector's pack has this fairy sitting right here. So as you can see, I fussy cut her and then backed her on black and then cut around. So I just pop, it gives it a little pop. I did that with this fairy, this one is popped, and the butterfly is popped. So it just gives it some dimension. It looks pretty cool. I will warn you though, I made a little mistake. Her little foot here, I cut off. Basically, make this cut first and then cut what you need. So you'll have just a little bit come off the top. That's what I should have done, but went a little quick. So it doesn't look bad, but just be aware of that when you make that page to try to get her foot in the picture. The side is the same paper. And so that way you read fairy wings going across the top. And the back is yellow, that was left over, and I put a little journaling card there. So that is it. I will point out that I have 3/4 inch space in between my pages. These hinges are 3/4 inch and the spaces between are 3/4 inch, and that gives you space to put the pictures. So when your book is finished, it will look like a triangle like this, but that's what you want, because when you put in pictures, it will wind up looking flat like that. So this is what you want, and that is it. So let me show you what I used. Okay, so I used 2 packs of the fairy wings, and I did get this on sale recently at joann's.com, so maybe it's still on sale there. I used 2 packs of that and 1 pack of the matching patterns and solids. And then I had 1 pack of the ephemera cards. And you do have plenty left over. And I did have some paper left over, so I can make little booklets out of this later. See how that goes when I put pictures in. For the background, I used black cardstock. I use American Crafts because it is 80 pound, and that is the easiest to work with when you construct the book. This has one side that's linen, and I just love that feel. So I did use that. I had 1 pack of these Graphic 45 little, they're called artist trading tags. They're the small ones. You get 12 of them in here. So I used 3 on this book. But I use them a lot in other books, so it doesn't hurt to have a pack. I used, I had a little mailing envelope that I used in construction of the book. So grab one of those from the post office. The chipboard is 90 point, and I used 8.5 by 11. I used basic gray magnets. I used mostly the small, but there was 1 page that needed the big ones. In construction of the book, I like to have a big roll of the score tape. You'll use your regular 3/8 inch, but when you make this album, it's easier to have a big roll. It goes quicker. And I used bookbinding tape on the edges, right on the corners right here. So this is, I got on Amazon, and it is bookbinding tape, and I believe it's 1.5 inches. So 1.5 inches or 2 inches would work. I did ink the edges, so I used like a pewter gray color. And that's it. So I hope you liked it, and hopefully you can join me again. I'm going to be posting the tutorials for this in a week, and I'm going to have the cut list under here, under description in this walkthrough. So hopefully I will see you soon, and we can have fun making this album.